Virgo, sun, moon and rising. This is your reading for the week ahead. Big message for this week is don't get stuck in your head. I know sometimes that is easier said than done, but we're opening up with the Five of Cups, the Lord of Loss in Pleasure. And then we've also got the Page of Pentacles here as well. So those two cards in combination, we can see that there's a lot of contemplation going on, a lot of thinking, a lot of being quite pensive. And again, sometimes that can be quite useful. That can give us time to think things through. That can give us some perspective on things. But then it can also lead into procrastination, into overthinking, where we start picking everything apart that's kind of sometimes unnecessary. Five of Cups, the message of the Five of Cups is always about focusing on what is working rather than what isn't working. So it's important that we sidestep any feeling of lack, and one of the easiest ways to do that is through process of gratitude, looking at what we're thankful for, what is working despite how challenging some situations can be. We always have to look at, okay, this is meant to be happening for a reason. What is the reason? Or actually, I'm so thankful that I've got this person or this experience or this thing in my life to help me circumnavigate some of the challenges around it. Because again, we've got the Two of Swords. What is great is the Two of Swords is the Lord of Peace restored. So there is a sense of that coming a little bit into balance. But also the Two of Swords can represent ambivalence. Should I go this way or should I go that way? Being stuck between two processes of thought. The interesting thing is you've got the Two of Swords coupled with the Moon card. You see that the Moon is very, very slightly in the back, and then obviously got the Moon there. So the Moon representing some more of the yin aspects, receptivity, passivity, but also the intuition. So instead of trying to be led by the mind, which is sometimes the most natural place for the Virgo signs to go, to think everything through, make a plan, introduce this critical thinking and things, what makes rational sense, this is a time to perhaps lead with things that are irrational but intuitively feel right and correct, particularly focus and emphasized by the fact that on the Two of Swords, the woman is blindfolded. So there may be feelings of, I'm not sure which way this is going. I'm not sure if this is correct. I'm not sure if this is right. Should I be doing this? But put all of that aside and solely focus on, does it intuitively feel right? Sometimes we can feel a bit disconnected with our intuition. So how do we reconnect? Well, the first and most important thing is to find some stillness. There's no point trying to connect with your intuition if we're buzzing around the place or we're thinking about a million things at once. So stillness does not have to be about clearing the mind entirely. It's not getting into this Zen state, but just ensuring that we are in this receptive place. So there's a reason that sometimes our best ideas come when we're in the bath or the shower, because we've kind of got out of our own way. And this was going to be a really important theme for this week. How much are we able to get ourselves out of the way and just allow these strokes of inspiration, to come through and drop in this kind of clarity of, of course, that's the way to come through. But that can only happen if we are in this receptive place. The Moon is an interesting card because it, again, like all the cards in the tarot, has this duality. Sometimes it can talk about our base fears, about the unknown, about the winding path, about uncertainties. And it is likely that feeling of uncertainty is going to rise. Uncertainty of what I'm doing next, uncertainty of how the result might fall, how the chips might fall in these particular circumstances. But remember, there's that Alan Watts saying of no amount of worrying is ever going to change what's going to happen next. No amount of worrying is going to change what is going to happen next. So that can be a bit of a mantra moving forward. And it's much better just to be in this receptive place, have a conversation, be in commune with the universe. Don't feel that you have to figure it out all on your own. If you need assistance, if you need guidance, ask your spirit guides, ask the universe, ask God, okay, this is bigger than I can handle. This is more than I can understand or comprehend. Please show me the way, give me some assistance, give me a sign, whatever it might be, however you want to word it. Something I've been working on a lot recently that I found really useful is just saying to the universe, okay, universe, show me what I need to let go of right now. Show me what I need to let go of right now. It happened really quickly. People will either disappear, projects won't work out. All of these things will soon slip away. And sometimes that can feel, again, a bit daunting, a bit kind of, okay, was this the right decision? So again, we have to sometimes be careful what we wish for. But this certainly isn't going to work. This place of really being hyper-focused on the detail, being really trying to kind of map everything out, trying to make a plan, trying to kind of get everything as methodic as possible is just not useful right now. Maybe in the future, but right here, right now, this week, it's much better to be, rather than kind of constantly looking for the answers and feeling as though it's up to us to go and hunt them down or come up with a plan or strategize. Actually, what would it look like if we just let go? Just go, okay, do you know what? I'm gonna let go of the reins for a while, and that will feel scary. That will feel like, okay, this is veering way off to the right or veering way off to the left. It's out of my control, but that is the whole point. And the more that we're able to kind of sit. So again, it's a really good time to pull a tarot card for yourself each day, journal each day, be reflective, be in tune with your intuition. When is the last time you sat down and said, right, intuition, what do you need to let me know? Sometimes my greatest insights come just through 5 minutes of stillness. It's not about blanking the mind, but it's just sitting there in stillness and going, okay, of course, that's a really smart idea. That wouldn't have even occurred to me because I'm in my monkey mind. I'm in the need to do this, must do this, watching Netflix, whatever it might be. And again, there is a time and a place for that, but the time and place for you at the moment, Virgo, is not now. So the more that we're able to tap into this moon energy, this receptive energy, this energy of yin, rather than the sun energy, which is go, 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 it's exuberance, it's about getting things done, it's about sharing our message. This is much more quiet and peaceful and receptive. That is the thing to cultivate. And done correctly, we can move then into the Queen of Wands, arguably the most creative energy within the tarot, the most confident energy within the tarot. So the challenge for you, and the test, I suppose, is perhaps even a better word. The test will arise from, are you able to navigate some of this uncertainty with aplomb, with a sense of self-confidence, with an empowerment? Because life is not meant to be about, we lay down the paving stones, we get our ducks in a row, and it suddenly just pans out. It would be so dull if it was like that. It is at times meant to be a winding road. Sometimes there are ups, sometimes there are downs, sometimes we are curving from left to right. It's a serpentine path. It is not a straight line. Again, if it was a straight line, we would be bored or rigid. And we wouldn't learn, we wouldn't expand, we wouldn't grow. So the more that you're able to kind of go, okay, things are a little unclear at the moment. They're not kind of crystal clear. I might not know what's around the corner. I might not know how this is going to land, but that's okay. All I can do is focus on the here and now. Be receptive, be in conversation with the universe, trust, surrender, surrender. This is the important thing. And please, please, please do not focus on what seemingly hasn't worked out or what seemingly isn't working out. It's no use being in this place of anxiety. It's not going to get you anywhere. I don't know how many times that can be expressed within this spread, but that is such a driving force of the message. So have faith, have confidence, particularly in yourself. Really bring to mind all those times of adversity, those times that you were almost down to your last pound in the bank account, or you had some really bad news, or you let go of that job, or that relationship disintegrated. Think back, do you know what? I survived that. I was able to overcome that. It was challenging, it was difficult, but I've got my own back. I managed to do that. So again, it's really about cultivating a sense of stillness and confidence and reassuredness that you've got this, because you absolutely have. And again, this little reminder, you don't have to go it alone. This isn't about you having to figure out every last detail by yourself. Remember that the universe has got your back too. Okay, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.